Hey everyone, I thought that I would do a YouTube video today. So I haven't done, I need to look there. I haven't done a YouTube video for a long time. I think the last time I did one was when I was comp prepping, and I've just found a photo of it and my face. Like, sometimes I don't like my round face, but equally my comp prep face is something else, and I just laughed. I was like, okay, wow. Anyway, completely off topic. I thought that I would do I'm hoping it's going to be, I'm not going to talk for ages because I've only got a 15-minute deadline, like limit on my YouTube videos. But I thought I would do a video and talk about things I've learned since I have quit competing. And it might not be what you think. You know, if you follow me on Instagram, you will know that I've posted about comp prep in the past, and the fact that when you prep for shows, you learn stuff about yourself that you didn't kind of realise that you were capable of. You can be so disciplined, so strong. If you want something, then you can work your ass off to get it, and you'll get it. Like, hard work. If you really want something, just work hard for it. But this is kind of like stuff that I have learned now. Stuff that I've learned about myself now. I've taken a step back from competing, and this has come about from my journey over the last kind of few months. Working with a mentor as well, helping me kind of find my direction and my purpose now, and kind of who I want to be, because it was my identity for so long. And also because recently I've been having conversations with lots of people, and I've been working with people that I've struggled post-show and struggled with confidence and stuff like that. So I'm not really sure how to roll into it, so I'm just gonna go straight in. And one thing I have learned about myself now that I no longer compete is that I used to have severe anxiety over social situations. Going to see my family was a big one of them, you know, to the point where I would sometimes feel, and this makes me so mad that I was like this, but I would sometimes feel like it was an inconvenience going and seeing my family because I couldn't train. Like, my family live in Cornwall, so it's a 4-hour journey for me to get down there, and I used to feel like it was an inconvenience going to see them because I couldn't train. There's no like gyms down there. They live in the arse end of nowhere, so I couldn't train. And even though my family kind of understood the way I was choosing to live my life as such and eat the foods that I ate, I used to get like pure anxiety and be worried about going down there because of all the food that I would be, you know, surrounded by. My parents don't eat unhealthy, but obviously, you know, they would have biscuits in the biscuit tin and, you know, cereal, and I would only eat oats for breakfast, and so I would have this anxiety over going down there because, you know, my parents would eat normal food like cottage pie and veg and like pork chops and stuff like that, and I'd be like, oh my god, I need to eat my chicken and my broccoli, and whereas I was disciplined enough not to go and eat the things there, it would still like consume my thoughts, and so like looking back, I don't know if I was ever like present in spending time with them, because I was always worrying about something or slightly anxious about something. You know, my thoughts and my head would be somewhere else and not actually, you know, with them. And like looking back, like that's a really like crappy way to be, you know, and it just consumed me. Like, my thoughts were just consumed by what I could or couldn't eat, and whether I would train, whether I would get fat from spending the weekend with them. Was I gonna eat something I wasn't allowed? Would it then make me binge, you know? yeah, I was disciplined enough so that I didn't overeat, but these were all thoughts that would be like whizzing around my head so that I wasn't fully with them. And this jumper's annoying me. And looking back, you know, in the natural order of things, unfortunately, you know, we all die. And in the natural order, like our parents will go before us. And so thinking about it now, thinking that I have probably, not every single time I was with them for the past 7 years, but for the vast majority of the time that I was competing and living that, you know, prepping and all that kind of stuff, I didn't really spend time with them or value my time with them because I was consumed by something else. And that's really sad, you know, and when inevitably, you know, loved ones pass away, we've missed out on spending time with them and creating memories with them because you know, because we're consumed by something else that's going on. And so that's one thing that I have learned, that I let myself do when I was prepping, and that was just be consumed by other thoughts and stuff that I needed to do, and not actually really fully 100%, if I can say the word, spend time with friends and family and stuff like that. And that's a bit of a shitty pill to swallow, if that's the right saying. So yeah, so realising that has made me like think, oh my god, like I let myself be like that, that's not cool. Another thing that I think I've had to, another thing that has kind of cropped up in my head is that if any of you follow me on social media, which I presume you do follow me on Instagram because this is where I'm posting this video, you will know that recently my giant dog, Zeus, died. And like, he was literally the best thing in the whole world. Like, I loved that creature. Okay, I loved him so much. He was like the best thing ever. And unfortunately, like this year, you know, he did start to slow down, and he, you know, he wasn't as playful, and he was just old, you know, and he was an old man, but he loved cuddles, and he always wanted attention. And sometimes, because I was so consumed with myself, I'd be like, you know, Zeus, go and lie down, and so now I have this feeling of regret sometimes, that perhaps I was so obsessed with myself that I didn't fully treasure every second that I had with him, because I should have, because big dogs, you know, he was over 10 and we had him for a long time, and we were so lucky. We were so lucky to have had him for as long as we did, and so I should have been treasuring every single day that he was still with us. But sometimes I was just consumed with myself. And so living with that regret is a bit shit, because, well, because it's shit. So yeah, that's one thing that now, okay, I'm okay now. So that's one thing that that I have realised, that, and don't get me wrong, like, I know that you need to be a selfish person when you prep, and you have to be 100% dedicated, but it doesn't mean that you have to let it stop you from seeing other things around you and loving and appreciating other things around you. I mean, don't get me wrong, Zeus got plenty of attention, but I sometimes think, like, could I have loved him more if I wasn't wrapped up in myself? You know, it doesn't have to stop you from really being present and spending time with your family and your loved ones and your friends and making memories. It's, you know, that's a bit of a mindset thing, and I let myself just get consumed. I guess like another thing that I have had to realise post-show, I keep looking there because I'm looking at myself. Another thing that I've kind of realised post-show, and that I've just had to kind of accept and embrace in a way, is that I can sometimes set these unrealistic expectations for myself and think that I need to look a certain way for people to interact with me and for people to value what I say and value me as a person, as a coach and stuff like that. But if I'm 100% honest, when I am lean and stuff like that, my body doesn't function right. So I come from a family of big, strong, stocky people. Like, I'm definitely my dad's daughter. I have his build. My dad's big, he's strong, you know, like a proper man's man. And I'm my dad's daughter. I definitely follow that side of the family. I was never a small girl. And you know, hormonally when I'm lean, I don't function. My cycles completely stop. My health isn't, you know, it's not great as such. And so I've had to realise that it's okay not to be like that, because there are other priorities in my life right now. My boyfriend Ross and I are trying for a family, so clearly I need more hormones to function. So just accepting that has been, you know, like, it is what it is. I accept it, there we go. You know, and I used to get so caught up on, oh my God, some cellulite's come back, I'm hideous, I'm fat, I'm this, I'm that. But you know what, like, cellulite is more common than not. More people have it than don't. More women have it than don't. Even like international supermodels like Kate Moss have been pictured with cellulite. Like, it is what it is. And I think sometimes that's, you know, social media, who we follow, like, everybody looks perfect all the time, but that's not the real world. You know, that's the minority. And so if you realise that, you can take the pressure off yourself. One like massive thing that I have realised, and I've only got 2.5 minutes left to say it before YouTube say, no, you can't load this video, is that people will not value you for what you look like. So one of your friends won't say, oh my God, yeah, Nat, she looks incredible, that's why she's my friend. No. People will say, yeah, Nat, she is such a kind person, she's caring, she listens to me, she keeps my secrets if I tell her things. You know, if I called her in the middle of the night and said I had a problem, she'd be the first person to come and try and help me. People will value you for your friendship, your morals, how you make them feel. Like, if you know, make someone laugh, if you know, make somebody feel like they matter, then that's what they'll remember you for. You know, that's what they will value you for, and that's why you will be your friend, and that's why they will love you. It's not because they look a certain way, you know. So if you think about it this way, like my partner Ross, I don't love him because he has, I mean, he hasn't got abs right now, but I don't love him because he's got abs. You know, that's not why I love him and value him as a person. I love him and value him as a person because he makes me laugh, he makes me feel safe, he makes me feel special, and so, you know, he makes me feel loved. So it's nothing to do with the way that he looks. So if you think about things that way, like, why do you value one of your friends? Why do you value your partner? And it's not going to be because of the way that they look. So if you kind of think that way about yourself too, like, there is nothing wrong with being confident and being happy and looking great, but don't place all of your value on that kind of stuff, because that's not the stuff that matters sometimes. So yeah, I mean, I will never regret my competing experiences. I absolutely loved it. Some of the best times of my whole life, but I wish that I had had those experiences, as well as not been consumed by them to the point where I feel like I perhaps missed out on other things, and creating memories and really being with the people that I love. But I've got 10 seconds left, so I hope this video has helped at least one person. If it has, it's been worth my time. But thank you very much for watching.